EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Caleb going to throw right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
A gain of 15.
Play action. Now Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch. And
touchdown, Chicago! Big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Colts at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Ready, Warriors 70, Viking 18, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Richardson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Ready.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go. 70 Ranger.
Richardson looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Trap 60. Set up. Bronco 80.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. To the air, Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's complete. On the Dunze. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing the outright incomplete. That's one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, come on. Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
19 Tiger.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
That one finds Pierce right side. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are back within a score. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Get it! 60 Bobcats! Viking 18, Panther 11, Panther 11!
Richardson will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Second
2 yards to go, second down. Hands it off out of the gun. Past the 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 35, here's second down and a yard. Off play action, Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cut 19. Go.
Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. And he's just got to throw this one away.
Come on.
Now it's Richardson. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Moore, the man in motion. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Open man, the tight end Warren. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Richardson looking to throw this. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
79 Broncos. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
19 tight. Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Looking to throw. Richardson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. JT Tuimoloau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and 19. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense at the line and set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here we go. Viking, 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Xavier Worthy, 44 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
19 lock, let's go.
Will line up for the
Hawk
two-point
70,
conversion.
Hawk 70.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 141 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Let's go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They need 18 yards here on third down.
60 Vikings, 60 Hawks, 70 Hawks, 19 Lions.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. That flag, that'll push him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Burden. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, no, lost the fumble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Richardson working from the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To the air, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, give to Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go back to the ground with Jones. The 20. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One more time with Swift. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Santos' kick is up and through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, Scott. Like it. Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They